As many of you know, my brother Samson Kane served you with humility and joy with his short time here. And now that he's gone, someone needs to fill those shoes. And who better to call than Kane? Cameron Kane, private investigator. When you need help and you can't find the right answers, you call my family. No matter how big or small the problem is, I will be there to help you along the way. How about it?
How about what?
Airing it on Spectre.
Mr. Kane, I appreciate your entrepreneurial spirit and your honoring of your brother's legacy.
I'm so glad that it's translated through. I'm just so glad to hear that.
There is a process to follow to get things on the air.
Whatever it is, I can do it. Whatever it is, I'll do.
Well,
It's not often you get to look up to your younger brother.
I just worry about the tone.
Right. Tone. What do you mean?
It seems a little negative, I guess. Is that...
Negative. It comes off negative?
Well, it's just trust is at an all-time high. People are really very comfortable, and to make an ad talking about problems and confusion and what's really the truth, it just feels a little counterproductive, maybe.
Okay, I can see that.
I just worry it undermines Mayor Weiss's campaign to spread positivity. And while it was tragic what happened to your brother, the city can only grieve one loss at a time, and AJ's already filled that role. You know?
Is this it then?
No! This is the beginning. We would love for you to do your investigation work, just this time through the proper channels. We have this great guy, Frankie Canyon, who will take care of everything, the script, filming, editing, and just to show you we care, this first ad will be free. Trust me on this, he's great.
I appreciate that, but I've been working with my sister's boyfriend. He's been out of work for a few years, and I couldn't do that to him.
And he makes stuff like this.
Yes, he's working on his positivity.
It's a good ad, for sure. A little pessimistic, but even in a golden age, people will find something to complain about.
He does like to complain, he does.
We can get him a job working for the CWC. Cameron, don't you even worry. We'll take care of everything. And if it's not perfect, our complaint department is now 24/7, 365. So we'll always be there to listen. Okay?
Okay.
I'm sorry again. I hate to be the bad guy on this, but there are forms and processes. And we don't want something like what happened to Samson to happen ever again. And while things are delicate, we just have to be a little careful. I hope you can appreciate that.
For those of you just tuning in, meet Imani, the Spectator Junior's newest dreamer. She's just adorable. I had a chance to speak with her mom before we went on air today, and would you believe it? Imani almost didn't even make it. Her mother shared a very, very disturbing story with me. About a month before she was due, she just went in for a regular checkup. Nothing out of the ordinary. When suddenly, things took a turn. During the appointment, baby Imani managed to wrap the umbilical cord around her neck. She was losing oxygen very fast. God, it must have been terrifying. But after a grueling and uncertain process, she was born. Loud, strong, and eager to make her mark. And from the looks of it, she's charging straight ahead. Something tells me that it won't be long before she's running all over Greater Wingland. Good luck, Imani's mom. I think you're gonna need it. Up next, the student government races at Hope Springs High is coming down to the wire. For those of you still waiting to cast your ballot, here are some of the campaign ads now. Well, the ones that had the PAC money for the time slot. Anyways.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tommy Dunn, and I have had the great pleasure of being the class president of Hope Springs High this last year. And even though I'm running unopposed for class president this year, I believe it's important that you know exactly what you're getting. In 3 words, a better future. I promise to shepherd our students into a great school year, and that the legacy of this year extend far beyond the confines of the calendar. Let's finish the work we started last year. We will repaint the murals. Those heads deserve shoulders to stand on. And we will finish the vending machine petition. And I will not stop until we get a snack that smiles back. And we will, once and for all, finally find out what that smell on the 3rd floor hallway really is. Let's finish what we started. Let's get it done.
Hi everyone, it's Mirabella Reyes and I'm running for Vice President. I learned a lot as your secretary last year as I listened and took notes on every meeting. This year, I want to put what I learned to practice, whether it's helping plan events or solving small issues before they become big ones. I'll be there. I believe leadership is about being present, prepared, and kind. In addition, I happen to be going steady with our dear leader, President Dunn, so no person is more listened to than me. I'd be honored to use this special connection to bring issues straight to the top. Let's make this a year where everyone feels heard. Thank you.
Yo, I'm Edward Booth, and I'm running for treasurer because I believe that every student deserves to know exactly where their money's going. Last year, some students struggled to get the funds they needed, while others weren't sure how to receive anything at all. I want to change that. I'll help keep our budgets organized, keep club fundings fair, and work with the rest of the council to make sure every dollar stretches further. I talked with Mirabella's mother, and depending on how elections go, we might have another bake sale in spring this year. If you want someone honest, responsible, and just a little bit nerdy, I'm your pick. Let's invest in a great year.
Hi, I'm Marie Wells, and I'm running for secretary. Organization isn't the most exciting thing in the world until you need it. I'll make sure our meetings run smoothly, our records are clear, and everyone knows what's going on. I want to help create a council where no one feels left out or left behind. Communication is key, and I'll make it a priority. Thanks for considering me. While you're at it, consider voting for Talia Jones for social media manager. The two of us have already been talking about ways that our two departments can collaborate to ensure transparency and keep up-to-date information.
Sup folks, I'm Talia Jones, probably seeing me in the computer lab. One thing you may not know is I write a meme graphic. And I run a meme page with over 10,000 followers. I have big plans, ways of making school fun, student shout-outs, candid teacher moments, hype-up videos. By the end of the first month, you'll be so interested in what's going on, you'll forget it's even school. Thanks for listening.
And there you have it. Some very, very important issues being addressed by this next generation. Earnest voices, bold promises, and a healthy dose of pizzazz. To check out the rest of the speeches, you can go to the school's website under the tab Elections to see where everyone else stands. While we were all tuned in to the speeches, I was watching Imani. She's here in studio with her mom. And I don't think I've ever seen someone walk with so much purpose. It actually got me thinking. How many of us are still learning how to stand on our own? Still learning how to smile? Still learning how to trust in each other and our great city? Many of you listening are young and maybe even a little unsure. But just because dreaming can be a little scary doesn't necessarily mean that it's a nightmare. As we saw today between Imani and our hopeful school representatives, there are reasons to be hopeful for the future. This is Raven Ellis with The Spectator Jr. signing off for now. See you again tomorrow.